Hey guys, the Blue Life here, and today I'm reviewing Star Trek Nemesis on Blu-ray. This is the 10th and final Next Generation film. Now, I have to say, when I originally saw this in the theaters, I was extremely let down by it. This was being billed as a generation's final journey. This was the last Next Generation film. The last film with my beloved cast. And, you know, I just felt really let down. I felt that they could have done so much better with it. And, you know, over the years, animosity towards this film, really grew in me. I stayed away from it. I said, this movie sucks. I'm never watching it again. And then when I got this set on Blu-ray, I thought, hey, that movie came out in 2002. I've grown up. Maybe I'll enjoy this more. And I have to say, after watching it a couple more times, I really have grown to appreciate this film. So the story in this is that the Enterprise is ordered to Romulus. There's a nice cameo from Catherine Janeway in it, but she actually orders the Enterprise to Romulus to meet its new the Romulans and its new leader, Praetor Shinzon. And it turns out that Praetor Shinzon is actually a clone of Picard that the Romulans made a long time ago. And their basic plan was to, infiltrate him into the real Captain Picard's role, so they could have kind of a spy on the inside. But their plan, what happened was the people that had planned this whole thing lost power, and so this clone of Picard was sent to Remus, and this is a sister planet of Romulus, and there are these differently evolved creatures on that planet called Remans, and the Romulans use them as slaves, and on this planet of Remus they mine a lot. So they sent this clone of Picard, he was a kid at the time, to these mines. So he's very, very different from Picard. And of course, the Enterprise crew also finds another model of Data that his creator had made called Before. Yeah. And so there's kind of a nice dynamic. It doesn't work the best, but I can see what they're going for, and thematically it works fairly well. Between Picard and his clone with Data and his predecessor. But so really, Picard has to face himself in this and save Earth. And yes, there are things wrong with this film, and I'm gonna go ahead and get into those right now. First off, Before. While I appreciate what they were trying to do thematically, between the two Picards and two Datas, the character of Before was just stupid. I'm sorry, he really was. To have kind of like this childlike mind, I don't know if they were trying to do for, comic relief or what, but it just didn't work right. And also, this is getting into spoiler territory, but if you're watching this review, you're most likely you've already seen the film. But if you haven't, you might want to stop and watch the film right now. But Data's sacrifice at the end of the film, it's the ultimate step for Data, because the main concept of Data's character was to become a little more human, every now and then, but not quite getting there. Never, really becoming human. But his whole sacrifice works well. I really like that. But then they have before there, and they did that kind of like the data transfer between Data and before, so that they hint that Data could come back, and so it's kind of like he didn't make a sacrifice. I mean, you're hinting that you're going to have a Data clone running around here in a bit, so what's the point of him sacrificing himself? But that being said, I think thematically it still works pretty well. I like what they did with that, because ultimately that's the biggest thing that Data could do to be human. Okay. If you're a fan of the Next Generation series, you probably remember how many times Troy got mind raped. And it happens again in this one. Albeit, I think it was mainly in a deleted scene where it got explored more, thankfully. But I'm so sick of, yes, Deanna Troy's a telepath. We know. It's just really annoying of people of that same storyline coming out time and time again. And but Riker got to kick some ass in this, so good for him. And the final climactic fight scene between the two ships, the Skidamar and the Enterprise, was pretty epic. And it ramming in it, that was really good. I really liked that. Data jumping from one ship to the next, really cool. So yeah, I mean, there are a lot of good things to like about this film. And, Tom Hardy does a very good job in this role, I think. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot to like here. And I really do think now that the pros of this film really do outweigh the cons. So for the story, I'm going to go ahead and give this a B+. Now, for the picture quality, since this is the most recent of all the ones I've reviewed so far, the picture quality does look noticeably better. It looks more crisp. The colors are just as vibrant, and there's just more detail. I didn't really notice any softness in it. So overall, a pretty good transfer on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and give the picture quality on this an A-. Now, for the special features, in Nemesis, we do get commentary by director Stuart Bird, commentary by producer Rick Berman, and commentary by Michael and Denise Okuda. We also get production featurettes, Star Trek Family's Final Journey featurette, A Bold Vision of the Final Frontier, the Enterprise E, which is my favorite design by far of the Enterprise, the Romulan Empire featurettes, deleted scenes with intro by Rick Berman, reunion with the Rikers, Today's Tech, Tomorrow's Data, Robot Hall of Fame, Brent Spiner, Data and Beyond, Part 4, Trek Roundtable, Nemesis, the Starfleet Academy SciSec brief, Thalarian Radiation, storyboards, and trailers. And you, of course, also get the Star Trek IQ, which is BD Live, and the Library Computer interactive trivia thing. And, of course, you get all of the DVD bonus features from the original DVD release as well. So special features on this are quite good. I'm going to go ahead and give those an A-. So that brings the final grade for Star Trek Nemesis to an A-. So, till next time, guys.